Hello everyone. I'm still playing catch up here. I made a couple the first day, didn't get them both edited, but anyway, we will get there. We will get there very soon. So this is day 27, and day 27 is a rather fancy looking dessert. It looks to me like one of those things that you put, you know, the sponge fingers around the outside, and the inside's got all sorts of yummy stuff and things. Anyway, what I thought I would do was just make that a feature for a birthday card. Now, I have got this die from My Favourite Things, which is a happy birthday, and it cuts a hole in the middle. And I think I was having a bit of a senior moment, and I thought that would be nice. I will do that in the middle of my card, and have the pudding in the middle. So I cut a panel and I started to cut it out, and look what I did. I forgot that this is actually an entity in itself. It cuts out like that. It's not an aperture die. It doesn't just leave an aperture in a card. Well, it does, but not the sort I was after. It does that. So I thought, oh dear, what am I going to do about that? So I thought, I know what I'll do. I will cut another piece of card, make a circle or a piece to frame it. So that's what I did. So I cut that, and I can put that over there, and then I can put that over there like that. And we're back to where I started, where it should have been in the first place, should I say, with, you know, it's an aperture to show the pudding. So this card is not my usual card. I found this in a box. It's hammered card. The texture is called hammered. So I'm going to stick those together. I'm going to colour one of these, put it in, put this on a piece of foam tape, and hopefully it should be done. I've cut out just one of these things today, one of each, a platter and a pud. So there we go. So all I need to do is do a little spot of colouring. So, looks like I haven't cleaned my mat from the last lot of colouring. Let's have a look and see what's in here. And then we'll sally forth. I haven't used many of these, but I think the occasion is going to be forthcoming when a lot of these little goodie calendar dies are going to come into their own. That's a little twiddly thing. It could be steam coming off a cup of coffee, or I don't know what. It's all sorts of things, really. I'll hold it against there. Can you see that? I think it looks kind of like steam to me, but we'll see. I'll pop it on my magnet for the moment. Now, let's do a bit of colouring. I'm just wondering what colour to do that, actually, whether to do that black or what, or silver, or excuse me, a bit croaky this morning. Right, let's have a go. I think this bit is going to be the sort of the colour of sponge fingers, you know. So let's have a look at some lightish ones of these. If we have, perhaps I will cut another one. Yes, I will. Oh dear, I am croaky this morning, aren't I? Let's cut this bit again. The plate, I think, is going to be fine, because I'm going to colour these, and then those bits will be separate and put on afterwards, because they would be more pronounced in any case. So let's have this. There we go. There's a second one. So that can be for the trimming bits on the top. Right, I'll do the fingers, then it won't matter if I go out of the lines. I don't know what they're special. Is it ratafia fingers they're called? I can't remember, actually. Just a little bit darker still, just for... Okay. Now, as for this bit, what are we going to do for this bit? I think I'd like a little bit of pink on the top, and then like that sort of creamy colour. Yes, this will probably do for the cream. And a bit more pink for the top. Let's stick these onto this. There we are. I think I'm going to put a bit of twinkle on this as well, just to make it look yummy. This new jar of glue comes out so quickly. Let's just take a bit of it away. Doesn't look terribly appetizing, does it really? And let's put a bit of shine on it, on its face. I have to put a piece of foam tape up the back of this to keep it in shape. I hope that's sponge fingers, otherwise it's a funny colour, isn't it, really? I think I will do black and twinkle for this. Let's try black and twinkle. I have an idea that Gummiapan do one of these, but it doesn't cut the hole in the centre. So you can still do the same effect, but without, you know, with using another die to make that hole in the centre. Getting a bit low. Let's see if we've got another one. This one's fine. Some people were asking what this is that I use. Well, it is actually a piece of kitchen surface protector. And I bought a huge piece. In fact, I bought another one since, which is sort of A1 size. And this colour one I've cut into several pieces, and I use them for colouring on and all sorts. I find it really, really useful. All sorts of marks come off. It does stain some things. I do sound croaky, don't I? I'm sorry about that. We'll stick this one. I think I'll use my dabber for this. Wipe that up first. This is a crafter called Natalie's brilliant notion. She lives actually not very far from me, I've discovered. Also used to live in Bath, as I did. Also was a teacher. Different age group from me, but was also a teacher. Right. There we go. Now, I want to put some double-sided foam tape on the back. There's a lot of glue in there. Okay. I use different scissors for different things, just as you wouldn't use your dressmaking scissors for cutting paper. I do keep a pair of scissors for cutting fabric, you know, for cutting ribbon, so that they cut a nice clean cut. These are beautifully sharp, got nice little points. I decided to do a bit of running repairs to a pair of my jeans the other day, and I couldn't find, you know, those little seam ripper things that you can undo seams with. Couldn't find it, and so I thought, oh, I know, the scissors from the craft room, really pointy, that would be great. I'll use those. And I took those to do this running repair, and oh, they're brilliant scissors. They're used to cutting paper, and they really weren't very good at cutting thread or fabric, because I had used paper on them, and using the paper dulls them. And I don't use sticky stuff with those, so that they don't get caught when I'm trying to do cutting out there. I use my non-stick scissors for that. So, you know, it's a little investment, but it saves a lot of time in the long run if you stick to what they're supposed to be doing. Right, there's my panel. Here is my card. That's going to go on there. And this, where's the plate, is going to go inside. So, what colour plate shall we do? I think we'll do a silver platter again, actually. Let's do a silver platter. The finery's coming out for celebrations this year. There's a programme that I watch on YouTube about a family from the northeast of England who decided that they would buy a chateau in France. And this family at the moment consists of a chap and his partner, his mother and his nephew. And these people are the most hard-working. Well, you won't believe the transformation. If you have time, take a look. It's called Escape to the Dream. And they're restoring this chateau. They're not renovating, they're restoring it how it ought to be. And the work ethic is phenomenal. The ideas they have are incredible. And I am just totally in awe. They are just fabulous. Do take a look. They are wonderful. Chap called Terry, his partner Ash, his mum Tracy, and his nephew Jonathan. And they've got a little dachshund and another, I think he's a little Scotty. I'm not really up with dogs. I don't know breeds incredibly well. And then my daughter's got a working Cocker Spaniel called Peggy, who is hilarious. I bought her a grey goose, sort of a stuffed toy thing for Christmas. She opened the packet herself, and she loves this one. But funnily enough, it was her birthday not too long ago, and my daughter bought her, what did she get? A goose. It was a white goose. And that one was demolished. The wings were off, the stuffing was out in no time at all. But she'd had this grey goose, not in a vodka bottle, you understand. She'd had it since Christmas Day, and when we came away on the 27th, it was still in one piece, so I thought that was a bit of a result, really. So, let's pop this onto here. She likes her grey goose. Have it like that. And this can go onto there and into the place. Perhaps I should have cut that off a bit shorter, so that the this, I don't know what the name of this kind of dessert is, actually. I'm sure it has got a name. Charlotte is coming into my mind. I don't know if it's a Charlotte. I don't know. I have to have a look. Consult Mary Berry again, maybe. Got to work out my menu for New Year's Eve as well. We've had the same friends. It's my two best girlfriends come with their husbands, and we all have a very jolly time. We have a quiz and all sorts of stuff. See the new year in, and then off we go to bed really quickly. There we go. Oh, I haven't put any glue on this one. I think I'll do a bit of belt and braces. We'll have a little bit of this and some regular glue as well as. Just need to let that grab for a moment or two. I thought we could use a few little stars around the edge, and I need to just touch up this silver where the glue touched it, and it's just made it a little dull, but just a little touch up and we're fine. So I'll do these in like manner. We'll glue some of these. Well, I actually have put some double-sided tape on the back of this piece of card, cut it with that background die of stars, and we'll pop some of these just around the edge, I think, just to make it a little bit more festive. I've decided that those colours that I chose don't look exactly, you know, bright and beautiful, so let's have a few little stars. I think I'm not going to touch them with my fingers because I think that I'll make them dull. I'll just make sure that they stay on the card. There we go, a birthday card for day 27 with a rather fancy pudding. I think I need to put a little glue dot underneath it. I want this to look like it's actually sitting on the plate. So if I just cut a glue dot off the roll, slip it underneath, hopefully it will do the job. Just slip that under there, press, take out the paper, and down it goes. Perfect. Perfect. All that waiting around, and it was easier with a glue dot. So that's day 27 sorted. I will now attempt to catch up with yesterday, with 28, and hopefully I'll see you in a few minutes.